it's Hayden. I am super excited because of the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare game. Its trailer was released early yesterday. It was supposed to come out on Sunday, but it came out yesterday. Supposedly, it was leaked on some site, and they just Sledgehammer Games decided to just fully release the whole thing. And so I watched the trailer. It was pretty awesome. So I decided to make a video about it. Took some screenshots and decided to talk about some stuff. I decided to make a new thing that I do on my channel where I talk about the new Call of Duty games. I didn't do this last year, but I was thinking about it, so I decided to do it with the new game because it looked really cool. So here I go. Okay guys, so this is one of the very first pictures in the trailer. It is one of the characters wearing the exoskeleton suit that can make you like jump really high and stuff. It's really cool. You can see that it has the Atlas logo across the back. That's like the main company that makes all of this technology, and the good guys and the bad guys use it. So that's going to be pretty interesting that both teams use the same kind of technology. I'm pretty sure that this kind of suit will play over into multiplayer, but it might not because a lot of stuff can be overpowering in multiplayer, and Sledgehammer Games won't put it in. So it probably will be. If it isn't, it'll be used as like a score streak, kill streak kind of thing. Otherwise, it would be in the game, and if it is in multiplayer, then you would have a lot of new features like being able to jump high, or you just make you a lot stronger. So, on to the next thing. Alright, so next we have a picture of two guys. They're wearing the same kind of exoskeleton suit that will probably like make you stronger. You can tell on their arms they have like the red kind of like touchscreen thing. You saw that in Black Ops 2, and I'm pretty sure that was also in Ghosts. I haven't played Ghosts in a while. I've been playing Black Ops 2, so I don't really remember. Yeah, so that could be used to like call in a UAV, or like the normal stuff that would be in Call of Duty. You could see like a front view of the exoskeleton suits. You can see like what's on their arms and stuff. It looks like pretty interesting stuff. So on to the next thing, I guess. Alright, so right here we have a really interesting picture. It has it's a picture of the dual rotor helicopters. I think they were used in some other games, like they probably were used in Ghosts and Black Ops 2, because that's kind of a pretty general thing to have in a Call of Duty game. But they were pretty cool. So I'm guessing they would be used to drop care packages, or used as like a some kind of kill streak type thing. So yeah, I guess that's something to look for in multiplayer. So yeah, on to the next thing. Okay, so this is the bad guy in the game. He's just like an average kind of bad guy that wants to take over, just like every other game, I guess. Okay, so this is a pretty cool picture that I wanted to show. It's it shows a good view of the like the mechanical suit they wear. Otherwise, besides that, it's just a pretty cool picture. I'll probably use that as my background actually, because that looks really cool. It's like in a burning building or whatever. So yeah. Alright, so this shows another really good view of the suit and some more features. The helmet that the guy in the picture is wearing is different than the other things that people wear. So I'm guessing that it'll be like kind of like one character wears one thing and another character wears a different type of suit, like personal preference kind of thing. But that looks pretty cool. he had some other different kinds of equipment on, so I'm guessing it's just another type of suit like the rest of the characters wear. Okay, so this picture is really interesting because it's a man in battle, like wearing the suit. But what's really interesting about this is he's in the city just like shooting, and there's cars driving around. So I'm wondering if that's like how the fighting in if in multiplayer they're gonna have like cars and stuff driving, and like maybe be some kind of hazard in the game, and not to get hit by the cars, or maybe like the road will divide two parts of a multiplayer map. That would be really cool. But also in a single player campaign, you'd be like fighting the other team in the city with cars driving, and that's pretty crazy. So I hope that they can put this kind of setting into multiplayer, because that would be really cool to have cars that drive and divide the map, or even like be part of the map. That would be really cool. So this next picture I have here is one of my favorites because it shows one of the characters jumping with that exoskeleton suit, and it's really cool. Now, I don't know if this feature will be in multiplayer, and that would be really, really awesome, because you could like jump up walls and do that kind of stuff, and but I don't know, that might make it like kind of a different game than it has been in the past. Change it a little bit. I don't know if I like that kind of change. I'm sure a lot of you guys like it, but it makes it too much like Halo, or yeah, Halo game like that. I'd much rather have Call of Duty the way it is, but if it has to, that would kind of be cool. So alright guys, so this character is supposed to be the main character. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but I've heard that from many people. He is wearing a pretty interesting suit. It's a little different than some of the other suits, but not too different. That also gives a really good view of the gun. The gun has a suppressor on it, and you can see kind of the sights on the gun. So if you look at that, you'll be able to see what you might expect for multiplayer guns and single player guns. Alright, so this next picture here, it's kind of a strange picture, but I decided to use it because it gives a really close-up view of the suits, and kind of like what's on the hands and what the arms and stuff, and it kind of like connects and stuff, and I don't know, I thought it'd be interesting to show because it's up close. So this next picture here is really awesome. It shows a guy in the suit, and he is starting to turn invisible. Yes, invisible. The kind of like rainbowish type clear stuff around him, that's him turning invisible, which is really cool. I don't know if it'll be in multiplayer, but if it is, I'm guessing that it would be like maybe part of a grenade or something that turns you into that, or like camouflages you in a way, or maybe that's like a type of like in Ghosts, you can change what your character looks like. Maybe there's a special suit that you can like equip yourself with to make you invisible, or maybe it's a kill streak. I don't know, but I hope it's in multiplayer because that would be really cool. It might be a little bit too overpowering, so they might change it a little bit. And this is like the game isn't released until November, so they can change it like completely. So I don't know if it'll stay the same or what, but hopefully it's in multiplayer. Alright, so this is one of my favorite pictures. This is really, really cool, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have this in multiplayer. It's actually a grenade that the guy is throwing that kind of sparks in the air like a firework almost. It sparks red, and then it shoots these kind of like, I don't know what you would call it, like radio waves all over the entire room that this soldier is in, and it shows for just a brief second all of the enemies and where they are. So it shows like, I don't know if you can see, but it's a bright orange glow in the top right corner of the screen, shaped like a guy, and that is an enemy that is being detected by the grenade. Alright, so this is another one of my most favorite pictures. It shows a guy jumping off of a building onto a bus. That is really crazy, and obviously this is just part of the story. Doesn't have to do with anything else, but it shows how strong those suits are. From that high, the guy jumps and lands on the bus. And if you keep watching the trailer through that part, he lands and it like doesn't do anything to him. He doesn't fall through the top of the bus or anything. He just like lands up there. That's pretty crazy, and that must mean that the suits are going to be pretty amazing. So right here, this is the beginning of one of the main battles in the game, on the Golden Gate Bridge. The bridge like starts falling over, and then there's this big fight. I don't know how it happens or what's the what makes it fall, but it's like the main scene in the whole game. So I thought it'd be pretty important to talk about it a little bit. So yeah. Okay guys, so this next clip here is super important to share. It's a man climbing up a wall using these special gloves, and that might not sound that interesting, but think about that. Being in multiplayer and being able to just climb up a wall and be at the top of a building without having to go upstairs and get shot. Now, if you climb up a wall that's in a spot where there's a ton of enemies, then you're extremely vulnerable to be shot, and because you have no defenses up there, you can't shoot back. Well, who knows? You might be able to just climb up and shoot at them from the wall, but that would be a little bit overpowering, so I'm guessing that they would not have that in the game. Okay, so this clip is good because it shows the hover bikes that are going to be used. They like float above the ground and you can drive them. It also shows like a first person view of them, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing that they would be used in the campaign and not in multiplayer because there's really no use for them unless they have some kind of cannon or machine gun turret off of it. Or maybe it might be something that is on certain maps that you can like find and then drive. That would be pretty interesting, but I would not like that personally because then they'd be getting into things that are put onto the map, and then everybody would know where it is eventually and they would use it. So that would not be that cool, but it is something cool to have in campaign. Alright guys, so this is really interesting. It's a soldier. He is holding like a tarp or something, and he sticks one end into the ground, and then he sticks the other end into the ground, and it makes like a wall for him to shoot behind. That's really interesting, because it's like cloth almost that can deflect bullets. I doubt this will be in multiplayer because it'll be really overpowering, and I really hope it isn't in multiplayer because that there's no reason to have it. I mean, it's just another one of those things that would just make it not very fun. Alright, this picture is really cool. It says a few things here. One, in the campaign, hopefully there will be some, like, battleship fighting, which would be really cool, where you could drive a boat and stuff. That would be really awesome. And another thing, I was a few seconds late with the screenshot on this part of the video, so I didn't catch it, but there is something special about this. The gun, or the cannon in that picture is shooting these special rockets that they look really weird, and they shoot like really far, and they're really, really powerful. They're just like a really special thing, and I'm starting to wonder if that will be an option in multiplayer, where you could exchange your normal bullets for more advanced bullets to make them more powerful or whatever. That was something that you could do in Call of Duty Ghosts, where you could change it to make them armor-piercing bullets. So I'm guessing that that would be something that may return. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. So bullet customization, that would be actually pretty interesting, to change what the bullets do. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Okay guys, so this last picture is extremely interesting. I actually stole this video, not stole it, I took a screenshot of part of Ali A's video, so video credits to him. This is extremely interesting. It is a new reticle and camo that will be used in Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts. It's gonna be similar to how Black Ops 2 had special camos last year for when Ghosts came out. So this gives us a small hint as to what some of the story might be about. In that picture, you can see the reticule is, it kind of looks like a gladiator helmet of some sort, and that is really interesting. I don't really know. I'm not sure what the connection would be to that. That's just super interesting. But one thing I did notice is the camo looked just kind of futuristic. But one thing I did notice on part of the gun, it had an N and a V. I'm not sure what that stands for or what it means, but I think it might have something to do with something that is like a separate company in the game, like how I was talking about how the company Atlas in the game was making the exoskeleton suits. Maybe there's a company with the initials NV that is making other weapons, and that is something that they decided to put on their camo just for show or a small hint. So that is a possibility. I'm not sure what exactly any of that stands for, but it is one of the most interesting things that they have released so far, as to things about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and stuff like that. Alright, there you go guys, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's going to be super cool. I am really excited for it. It's coming out November 4th. There's going to be tons of more information coming out about multiplayer and more campaign information. So check back on my channel later for more information about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's going to be really cool. And remember to Subscribe if you want to see more. Drop a like and comment. Thanks, guys.